Hello everybody, Tykalra here, and welcome to my very first Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This game is very near and dear to my heart, so let's jump right into it. Here you can see I've got some other files from my family here, but it's not important, and we do not want to be called Link. We're going to name I'm going to name myself, what I'm actually called. Or at least what you think I'm actually called. So, while this is going, I just want to say a few things real fast. One, this is my very first Let's Play, so please be forgiving as far as commentary quality. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, so please be very forgiving with me about this one. Also, I don't have an official upload schedule at this point in time. Just with school and everything that I'm gonna end up doing, that I have going on with my life, I will really just be recording when I can. So this is more of a side project for me, aside from my regular life. So once again, be forgiving with me on this. I don't exactly know what I'm doing quite yet, and I'll figure that out as we go. But here we go. We've got a nice view of this town with these birds flying in. And so there's some people just jumping off the side there. As you can see, they're riding the birds. So something else I would like to say real fast is that as far as what I want to do with this channel, I will be doing more than just Let's Plays, I hope, but at the moment I just don't have the, I suppose, the materials to do anything else at the moment, so we'll just be I'll be sticking with Let's Plays at the moment, but I will hopefully be getting to do more later on. So here we've got a real big monster here. Rise, Tykalra, the time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny, and it will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Tykalra. Oh crap, something happened. The entire world shook, so you know it's bad. Something I should mention real quick before we get started here. Actually, I'm about to have to read something, so I'll save it for a minute here. As you can see, we have a letter now, and the bird just left us. Hey, sleepyhead, I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Tykalra. Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts. Remember? You'd better not keep me waiting. Zelda. Alright, so we're finally taking control of Link here. He will be called Tykalra as far as all things are considered, or all things go at the moment. But his official name is Link, if you did not already know that. So one thing really fast before we officially get started here, I have been having some controller problems lately. My controller's been reacting weird, so if something happens and I have to unplug my nunchuck real fast, just know that's the reason why. But besides the point, so let's get started here. So let's just open up our cupboard here and get 5 free rupees, or a blue rupee, which is worth 5. For those of you who do not know, rupees are the form of currency in the Legend of Zelda series. And let's head out. So let's head on out right now. Sorry if I'm being kind of repetitive. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing at this point, but... Alright, so let's go on this way, and we see this guy is having some problems here. He's not too terribly strong, so let's talk to him, see what he's got to say. Good morning, Tycholera. Today's the big wing ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut, so I'm stuck back here at the academy. Plus, I've got to move these barrels over to the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, Tycholera, but I guess that's the way it goes. Go out there and wow them, buddy. So he needs some help lifting these barrels and taking them into the kitchen, so we can help him out by just pressing A next to objects to pick them up. He says he didn't think we had the time, but no problem, we're going to help him out anyways. Really thanks. Okay. He's going to tell us that we need to carry the barrels into the kitchen, and he's going to tell us how to do so. He's basically saying that you can throw objects and roll them by swinging the Wii Remote in different ways, but we don't want to do that because the barrel will break if we do that with this barrel, which we do not want to do. So we just need to carry it over to the kitchen for him. As you can see, we have this little green bar that just appeared next to us, or more circle meter. That is our stamina, and should that deplete completely, then we're gonna drop whatever we're doing at the moment, and he will not be able to continue. So should it get low like this, you just need to set it down and let it refill in this way. Most things in the game will take stamina, so just be very careful and be sure you're watching that at all times. What's all this? I thought I told Fledge to carry that. Bah, it's probably for the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, didn't you have some important ceremony or some such today? Humph. Well, thanks for the help. So, as she said, we just gotta get going now that we've helped out Fledge. That's everything that we can do at the moment in here, unless you want to pick up pots some more and throw them around, which you can do if you want to. But we're gonna just keep on going out, and we're gonna exit the building at the moment. And here we are. Welcome to Skyloft. You're gonna get a nice overview here of the map. And that's our goal. That's where we're headed right now, the statue that's up there. Because Zelda told us to meet her at the statue of the goddess, so we're gonna go up there. As you can see, we really can't do a whole lot right now. The gates are closed right now, so we can't actually go that way. So we're gonna keep on heading over here. Hey, Tycholera, up here.
Yo.
Good morning to you. Tycholera, today is finally the day of the long-awaited wing ceremony. Are you feeling ready? Oh, I just remembered. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Look this way while pressing and holding Z. Press A to have a quick chat. So he's talking about Z targeting here. This is the form of this is the targeting system in the Zelda series, where by pressing Z you can target objects that are nearby or even some distances away, and we can talk to people from a distance. So excellent. You can always remember that you can press Z to target something. He's just going to tell us a little bit more about that. And if even, as he says here, if you don't have anything to target, you can press Z to put the camera directly behind you. So he's going to tell us to come and join him up at the top, and he's going to tell us about dashing. By pressing and holding A, you can dash, which will make Link run a lot faster, as you can see. You probably have noticed that I've already been doing it a little bit already. And should you do it up against a wall, Link will try to climb it. And if it's something low enough that he can climb, he will grab the edge like he just did. So what do you think? Using A to dash is pretty useful. He's going to tell us about our stamina gauge, which I've already mentioned a little bit. So he's going to tell us that we can jump across gaps just by walking towards them. He breaks the fourth wall a little bit. I like to call it the auto jump. Ah, yes, the auto jump. Which I just think is kind of amusing right there. So we can just dash right across there. You don't have to dash. I just like to because it makes me feel better about myself. As you can see, he has this little speech bubble above his head, meaning he has something important to say to us. So what are you up to? Rushing to get some last-minute bird writing practice in this morning, Tycholera? Oh, you have someone to meet? Ah, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? Perfect timing, then. You see, Zelda's father, Headmaster Gapora, has a pet named Mia, and, well, she's scampered off again. Look. Over there, do you see her? The headmaster is so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony. I thought that maybe I should feed her, but the ceremony is about to start, and I just put on a fresh set of clothes, and, well, you see, will you help me out and go retrieve Mia for me? Sure, we're a nice person, so we're gonna do it. Fantastic. You'll do it. I know you're in a hurry, so I really appreciate your taking the time to help. So he's going to say that we can climb up if we hang off the ledge, and we can climb to the roof from the other side. So what he's saying there is, see this ledge here, if you dash up to it, you can climb across the ledge, and by shaking the Wii Remote, you can use a little bit of stamina to leap across, making climbing a lot faster for you. The same thing goes with these vines here. You can climb across these, although you just have a little bit more freedom, allowing you to go up and down and all over the place, as long as you have somewhere to go. Hey, Tycholera. I don't care how good of a jumper you think you are, you'll never reach the roof, a roof that high just by pressing A to dash. There should be a wooden box up there. Grab it and move one with A and use it as a platform. So what he's saying right here is that we can't actually make that climb. We just can't reach high enough to do that. So what he's telling us to do is there's this, not to jump on the box, but to move the box over so it's right up next to the building, the side of the building, so you can climb up onto the roof. As you can see, here's the little cat thing that we need to take care of. So let's just bring it back down to him. Just like so. There he goes. Nice work. You brought her back, safe and sound. Sorry for troubling you with this. I know you're busy, Tycholera. I suppose I should feed Mia now. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the statue of the goddess. So everyone's pretty much telling us that we need to go to the statue of the goddess. So, why not we head up there? Because Zelda's up there with him as well. So let's keep going. This guy, as you can see, he has something important to say to us. Morning, Tycholera. How's life? Did you manage to get even a wink of sleep last night? I figured you might have been tossing and turning, all thinking about the big ceremony today. What am I doing? Oh, I'm just fixing this gate here. It's been squeaky lately, and we can't have that on the day of the ceremony. Hey, you haven't already forgotten to send your prayers to the goddess this morning, have you? So what he's talking about here is that you can actually save at those bird statues, and that is the only way you can save. You can't just pause and there's no save option. Prayer in time saves 9, if you know what I'm saying. So that's how we can save our progress. So we're just going to continue, although really fast. I do want to show this off. This is stamina fruit. It basically makes your stamina gauge go all the way back up to maximum. So I'm going to use most of it up here. And you can see there's one right here. These are all over the place. So let's go and talk to Zelda right now. O youth, guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and sky, bring light to the land. Hey, good morning, Tycholera. I'm glad to see my loftwing got you out of bed. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in and forget to meet me this morning. But look at this instrument, and look at this outfit. They're mine to use today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in the legends. It sounds gorgeous too. I asked Father about it, and he says it's called a harp. And look at these clothes. I made this wrap myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I got you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Tycholra. So, how do I look? We're gonna be nice and tell her that she looks great. Huh, I think so too. But it's nice to know you agree. Thanks, Tycholra. Ah, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony? Oh, hello, Father. Ah, Tycholra, you're here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda, so give it your best out there. Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he can do it. Recently, Tycholra hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. And even when he's out riding his loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what he's thinking. He's going to have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today. No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point, today's wing ceremony tests the skills of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Tycholra and his loftwing share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We are only made whole by our loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. Ah, but that first meeting between Tycholra and his loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson loftwing. It is a breed so rare, we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when Tycholra and that loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped on that bird and flew away, and gracefully flew away without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. By judging how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear. Link seems to be troubled a little bit. Ah, but who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared by Tycholra and his bird. Anyone who is a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty look sooner or later. This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become Knights of Skyloft. If Tycholra doesn't fly fast enough during the race... What if Tycholra messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? Calm down, my dear. It will be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you become a completely different person when you worry about Tycholra. Hey! Listen, Tycholra, you'd better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in a little bit of practice time before the race. Come on, you'll thank me later. Here we are. Go on now. Jump off the edge, and call your loftwing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah, you can't sense your bird out there. Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Off you go. Okay, Tycholra, go ahead and just press down to call your loftwing. It actually does it automatically for you this time around. His bird sure is taking a long time to get here. Something's wrong. Hang in there, Tycholera. I've got you. Are you two alright? I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you? This is very odd, Tycholera. What could have possibly happened to your loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of its master, it's unheard of. And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Tycholera? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start. Tycholera, when you said you couldn't sense your loftwing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my own loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. You'd better go on ahead and see if you can find where your bird has gone. My, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year, Instructor Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Tycholera, you should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so you can find your bird. But Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Tycholera asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come talk to you about it. Ah, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him myself. Tycholera, run along and tell Instructor Horwell to come see me in my quarters. So we've got a bit of a problem. Our loftwing is missing, and we gotta go find him. So you can talk to these characters over here. Don't worry, Tycholera. I'll be sure to explain your predicament to Instructor Horwell. Go find him and ask him to meet me in my quarters. While we chat, why don't you go ask some of the other students about your bird? I seem to recall a few of them were gathered near the plaza. So that was probably where we want to go next. Tycholera, I'm going to tend to my bird and make sure he's not hurt. I'll catch up with you later. Go and see if anyone in town knows what happened to your loftwing. So we gotta go and find our loftwing now. So, first let's go make sure that Instructor Horwell knows that our bird is missing. He is over here. He's actually the same person that we talked to earlier about this. About different things. What's wrong, Tycholera? You're looking a little pale. What? Your loftwing is missing. How strange and troubling. Do you think you can find him? You're going to start looking for him now. How will you make it back in time to fly in the ceremony? It looks like your participation in the ceremony hinges on feather or not. On feather or not, you can find that bird on time. Excuse me. I see, so the headmaster has summoned me. Alright then, I'll go speak with him immediately. I still owe you for helping me out earlier, so don't worry about the ceremony for now. You focus on finding your loftwing. Alright, so now we are finally free to continue on. As you can see, the gate that was closed earlier has now been opened. So let's keep going down, and you know that they told us that the plaza was where we wanted to head next, so we're going to head on there next. If you wanted to know, just check, you can press plus to check your map, which is what I'm doing right now, and you can zoom in just by pressing A. Like so. So let's keep on going. Hold up, Tycholera. Hey, Tycholera. Could you help me with something? All you have to do is use A to dash and roll into the tree. Just like I've been doing. Dash, then shake the nunchuck when you're in front of the tree to do BAM! A roll right into it. So come on, please. So he's telling us how we can roll by dashing and shaking the nunchuck like so. You can use a chunk of your stamina to do a roll, and by dashing into this tree here, the bug comes off. Whoa, you did it! A sky stag beetle. Wait up. So he runs off, and should you roll into it again, you can get another 10 free rupees. Usually it falls out the first time. I'm not sure why it didn't there. But we're going to head out to the plaza here. As you can see, there's some characters over there that we have not met, so let's go and talk to them. You know, Groose, that sure was a pain with all that scratching and pecking. Of course it was. You thought a big crimson loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight? But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Whoa, Tycalra, so, yeah, just how long have you been standing there? What's your problem anyway? Oh wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours. They're pleading, "Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please?" You're just desperate to win so that you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice, work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. Say, come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where is that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by all the clouds and got lost? So we can say various different things to him. We're gonna yell at him now. Give him back! I've got no idea what you're talking about. You know we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids. Big deal. It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Would you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud. And just who might you be talking about, Groose? Oh, Zelda. Nah, it's, Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Tycalra again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, like all of us. Why do you insist on bullying him around so much? Yeah, I suppose. You suppose? Suppose what? I suppose you, Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Tycalra. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback toward knighthood, so find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect that those blockheads had something to do with your loftwing's disappearance. Tycalra, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can spot any trace of your bird. Father said he'd talk to Instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry, we'll find your bird in time. Unfortunately, guys, I think we're going to have to end things off there. I realize this was a very cutscene-heavy episode, but there's really not much I can do about that. There's a lot of cutscenes at the beginning of this game. Yeah, I promise that it will get better, but I think we're going to have to end things off here. So, next time, we're going to see if we can continue the search for our Loftwing, and hopefully we'll be able to find him. This has been Tycalra, and I'll see you guys next time.